What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's your man KennyFresh checking in with y'all, man. I know it's been a while since I've dropped a video, but your boy has not been lacking. I haven't been sleeping, nothing like that. I've been getting a lot done, but trying to figure out the best way to roll things out for you all. So, before we even get started, if you like the content, make sure you like the button, you hit the like button, you subscribe, share, comment, all those things. Engage. I promise you, I'm not Hollywood. I will respond back. Thank you. So far, thank you to everybody who has subscribed and everyone who's just supported me on my literary career thus far. And speaking of literary career, we have another milestone ahead of us. So, one of the things that's happened is I've gotten my poetry accepted in a new platform. So back in I don't know, probably May, I think it was May, got an email from the Indiana Arts Commission that they were holding pretty much an open call for this archive called Inverse. And that's capital I, capital N, like the state of Indiana, verse. And Inverse is the brainchild of one of the Indiana State Poet Laureates. And the thought is that it's a digital archive, right, housed by the Indiana State Library. So poets submit their poems. If they're chosen, they are added to this archive, right? So, I'm like, okay, let me send it in. And it was a the process was fairly simple. It's just, you create an account with the Indiana Arts Commission, you submit your poems, but the first poem you submit, you have the option to submit a audible form as well. So I did that. So then once you submit the poems, what happens is it's juried. It's not like they just accept anyone. So what happens is you send your poems, and if I'm correct, I believe the Indiana State Library, the Poet Laureate, as well as the Indiana Arts Commission all kind of look at the poems. So those are the filters that it goes through. And then you're notified. So I was notified in June or July that my poems have been accepted. And then they've just been made public in August, near the end of August. And so that's why I'm telling you all now. And so the three poems that I chose were Meticulous, right? Anyone who's been a long time follower, you're familiar with that poem. So I chose Meticulous, and that's the one that's also in audible form. I also chose Art Makes Home. That is a newer favorite. I wrote it in 2020 to help Kentucky Refugee Ministries as they were really honoring their 30 years of helping refugees and immigrants flee their old country and come to Louisville specifically and start brand new lives. So I was really honored to be able to be a part of their artistic celebration, and I wrote the poem Art Makes Home based after their event, Art Makes Home. And then the third poem that I sent in was How Are You Really? I felt like in this time of turmoil that mental health is at the forefront of everybody's thinking. So I'm like, well, let me put this poem in here. So all three of them, I was expecting, when you submit stuff, you hope at least one, but it's always dope when you get all three. So all three of them have been accepted. I'm really excited. I'm going to show you guys how to access this digital archive, even scroll and show you some of the tags that they threw on. And it's legit. I was already published before, but now I'm published with the Indiana State Library. So that is something I'm really excited to show you all. And, stay tuned. We've got so much more coming down the pipeline. So first thing you do is you just go to Google, type in Inverse Archive, right? And then you're going to get some options. You scroll down and you're going to go to this third one, which is the this one right here, Indiana Memory.Content DM. So just so you don't have to type in all of that, you'll click on this one. And now, voila, you're there. Poetry Archive, about this collection. And then you can scroll. There's a button right there that says Browse. So you click Browse, and there's a bunch of stuff. You see all these poems are actually in alphabetical order, I believe. And then you look over here, and they've got it by subject and all of that. Or you could go up and go to a advanced search. So that's at the top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna type in my name. If you type in Kenneth L. Woods in the advanced search bar, let's see what we get. Loading. And now you see my 3 poems. You see Meticulous. For those of you who've been rocking me for a while, you know it's been a lot of places. It's in my Equilibrium book, it's in the Apex EP, and now it's in the Inverse Poetry Archive. So Meticulous, How Are You Really? Art Makes Home. Right? When we click on it, you got the words for the poem, but also if you look over here, there's an audio file I was telling you guys about that you can listen to. Oh, and let's scroll down because they have some interesting classifications for the tags. So object description, they've got it under, so poet, woods, all that. Then you got like speech, emotions, life, death, cyberbullying, social media, creation, religion, Christianity, humanity, human beings, conduct of life, love, right? And this is really cool because it says data creation, because they asked me when I wrote it, 2013 time period, 2010s, 21st century, so I'm a 21st century poet. And then all this other stuff, right? So we've got the rights, and it's just really cool to see this. So then it's got the transcript again, but yeah. Poet KennyFresh Woods, and it's got 1987 until, so yes, I am still a living poet. And we'll go back and we'll do the same thing for How Are You Really? How Are You Really is also another poem from my Equilibrium book. And the transcript. And then for this one, it was a lot of mental health. So we got salutations, etiquette, manners. I didn't come up with these tags, they did. So medical care, entertainment, depression, all this stuff, right? And this one was I created this poem in 2015. So that's really cool that they've got that. And then Art Makes Home is the newest poem, and this was actually written to celebrate Kentucky Refugees Ministry's 30 years of helping refugees and fugitives start their lives over, coming from different countries. So I wanted to add that in because I'm really proud of that poem. So, right, names, personal language, immigrants, genealogy, once again 2010. I created this one 2020, right? So that's it, man. So you can check this out, and I'm really excited to be in this archive. Shout out to the Poet Laureate, shout out to Indiana State Library, shout out to and the Indiana Arts Commission for this opportunity. So yeah. Yo, what's up? So that is the archive. That is the archive, the digital archive, Inverse. It's very simple to navigate, and don't just check out my poems, check out the other poets' poems as well. And man, like, let me know what you really think. I'm really excited. This is a big step for me, being published with the Indiana State Library in digital format. Oh yeah, always kind of forget to plug the merch. You know what I'm saying? Fresh merch. The shirt Fresh. This can be found on my website, refresherpoint.com. You just click the Fresh merch tab. Got a whole clothing line on there. Not too many people know about it, but I'm gonna do better about promoting it. If you found value from this, if you rock with me at all, just make sure that you like and subscribe. I'm looking forward to just getting more of you guys, including you in on the journey. So yeah, I'm trying to think. We've got so much more to announce, so many more things that come out, but thank you. I wanted to give you guys the scoop first that we are published with the Indiana State Library through the Inverse Digital Archive. So, you know what I'm saying? Pop the champagne. This is the first of many. I'm excited. Shout out to Shepard for that. That's a dope song. You need to go check that out. But yeah, got more coming for you guys. Peace.